Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Checking out the chart to see what we find today. Today is a news day. Good morning, everyone. Oh, I gotta mute that. There you go. I was saying that today is a news day, so here more for the discipline of the day than the trading of the day. We got some heavy folders happening today at 8:30. Market is likely to be unstable and volatile. Good morning, Farhan. This is what I'm seeing in gold right here. Gold is going to move today. Good news. It could be violent, though. Again, because of news. So I encourage everybody to be cautious. Good morning, Mr. Wilkie. Is it Wilkie or Wilk? How you doing, brother? And where are you from? I've seen your name a couple of times, also on Instagram. BT, good morning. I was saying we got news coming. So caution is the name of the day. Hi, Frank. Good morning. This is happening, though, in gold right here. With red folders coming. We got the jobless claims at 8:30 and all these other yellow folders. Gold will move. GBP USD didn't do much last night. Made a slight move to the upside. I'm not even quite sure where my zones were there. Maybe 12 pips. Move to the upside, but I think that's still within the zone. Similar action here. This wedge right here is pretty long from pretty far away. Several days, over a week. Perhaps a setup for today, Friday. I know GA moved last night. That was a nice little move on GA. I think Joe sent a setup on this one. Let's see, where was it? It would have been something like this. I think he sent it here. Right there. And that's powerful. Powerful. If you're not in the TTA community, you are missing out. We give these almost every night. Ooh, 50 pips almost. 50 pips on that baby right there. The bigger look on GA is the head and shoulders. Oh, maybe it's not going to make it. Let's look. Other than a strong wick, now this looks like it's going down. I mean, eventually it's going to break that trend line, right? Just a matter of time. Is that another zone right now? It used to be, ooh, it's breaking it, isn't it? We shall see what comes of that. We got levels going on here. Like a little ladder. Like a little ladder. Each one of those, what, 50 pips or something like that? This one's 85, 90. This one's another 75, 80. Wow. Okay. No head and shoulders so far on that one. And if it is, and if it ends up with a head and shoulders, it's going to be kind of lopsided. Kind of crooked. Minnesota. Wilkie. Okay. Yeah, my best friend is from Apple Valley, Minnesota. Lagos, Nigeria. Hi, Frank. Awesome, Josh. Glad you caught it. Yeah, the GA is a very good, it's a very good pair for when the US is having news. Because they'll still move. You know, I mean, the USD news affects everything, but still, it'll move better than everything else. Everything else gets kind of volatile. Yeah, my best buddy, Apple Valley. College roommate. Teammate on our baseball team. I've changed my my breakfast, but I don't know that this is going to help much with the noise. The music may help. Where's my music? Where's my music? Hold on, hold on. Maybe this will distract you guys a little bit from my chewing. It looks like I'm just going to have to get up earlier. Hold on a second, guys. Let me take a chunk out of this. So I was saying earlier that being here this morning is more about the discipline of being here because we got news. So we're going to do a lot of observation and we're not going to rush anything. I do see on USD that the dollar, well, GBP pair made a little support here. It's about, how many pips is that? It's about 30 pips to the bottom of this zone. That wouldn't be a bad catch. But again, with news coming, a lot of chilling around. What I'm looking at right there on GU. GU is my favorite pair. I've come to know it pretty good. Bahamas, Auntie Twin. Love the Bahamas. I love the islands, period. If you have never traveled to an island, you got to. It's a different world. The whole world is in a rush to get somewhere, and the island folks are chill, waiting for the next party. I mean, it doesn't make for a for a strong work ethic. I suppose with the work ethic becomes let's work hard so we can save our money so we can get together so we can party. It's good living though. Let's take a closer look at that GA. Let's take a closer look at the, oh, it's already doing it. It broke through here, but now it's retesting it. Lots of noise down here though. Could it still keep coming down? Yeah, it could. Lots of noise though. Let me go ahead and remove all this. Well, not all this, but let me remove the head and shoulders out. I think the trend line, I'm going to leave that one there. The inner trend line, I'm going to put an inner trend line here. I mean, I think what it's forming now is a bearish flag. I think this is a bearish flag is what we're looking at here. Maybe come back, retouch the trend line and drop. This is an hour, so 30-minute. Another bearish flag. You see how it drops, creates a flag, drops, creates a flag, drops, creates a flag. Most likely drop. Either here. Something like so, perhaps. This is nice. This is nice. I'm definitely bearish bias on GA. It has to climb back up above that bar right there. It has to climb above that bar right there. It has to break through the trend line. It has to climb to 50. It's a lot. You could do it. Buenos días, César. Bendiciones. Of the options available, obviously gold is going to move, you know, but like I don't trust any upward movement on gold because again, news is coming. And usually that is just a setup for liquidity. Take a picture. Let me go ahead and take these out. I don't know why these are still here. High, lower high, expecting a lower high here. Beautiful wick here. I mean, beautiful doji, if we get it. Closes in 2 hours. The 4 hour. Keeping an eye on these. GU is rejecting at the top. Don't mean nothing at the moment. Tiny minor support here. Perhaps a bounce from there could break the top. But again, we got news. See, there's a minor support here. That was also here before. So we could come down, wick from here, bounce, then go. About 23 pips to break the high. To break that high, that is. Hey, Carl, welcome. Welcome to the stream. We got a lot of TTA folks here. For those of you who don't know, that's Trend Trading Academy, Trend Trading Academy. Founded by Joe Giunta and Jay Wayne. Jay Wayne from formerly Team Take Profits and Joe Giunta from formerly Trade and Get Paid. You can still get a lot of content in their pages, and Joe's got some great merch. Encourage everybody to go check it out. And if you're looking for an academy, a community that is encouraging, that's uplifting, that has tons of information and value for your membership, Trend Trading Academy is the place to be. For those of you who speak Spanish, I'll be doing some Spanish classes also. I've already started creating some content. Para aquellos de ustedes de habla hispana, también tengo contenido en español, clases en español, y estaré haciendo también operaciones en español. Nuevamente, yo no vendo servicio de operaciones, sino que enseño cómo hacer las operaciones. 30-minute goal looks like a move starting. That's what Jones tells me. Well, this started with the rejection up here. The only move that I'll be looking at for gold is either a break of the trend line or a break of the top. Stochastic is at the top of the 30-minute, on the 1 hour. The 15-minute had already started going down. 4 hour things at the bottom. Looking at the structure. Again, either this is a bullish flag that's developing, that's been developing for a little bit. On the daily, look at the daily, guys. Oh boy. Look at the daily. Rejection, 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 rejection. News coming. Looking at the bigger picture on gold. I believe this is the 50 percentile, the golden zone of the Fibonacci on the weekly, I think. Double top action there. Yeah, the long view of gold really tells you the story. Lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. This challenge that high, keep going down, lower high. Daily, lower high, lower high, lower high. 4 hour. 4 hours of bounce from the lower time frame, consolidating now. Every time it makes a move, it just keeps consolidating. And then the baby time frame. This is the 1 hour. A little noisy. See how looking at the higher time frame gets rid of the noise? You can make this even bigger if you want to eliminate more of the noise here. Make a zone down here and eliminate all that. But in the short interim, this is what we're looking at. And it's really a play between anything from here to here. That's what this is. This looks like a 78.6 from here. This is the high, this is the low, this is playing in between. I'm glad you have had a great experience, Adam. I don't know how anybody couldn't really benefit from it. I mean, I know we get a lot of traders that come in already hurt from other places. So in the beginning, they're a little skeptical as to you know what we're doing and what they can get out of us. But if they hang around for just a little bit, they'll realize how much value there is there. I started with Jay Wayne a couple years ago, 2.5 years ago, or something like that. And he and Joe merge. And we got something good going on. Just this last month, we've had 3 meetups, I think, with Team PTA. We had a meetup in North Carolina. We had a meetup in Detroit. We had another meetup in Chicago. And look for a meetup to a city near you coming. We got to get rid of this COVID, so it can make it easier for the team to come to your city. Good morning, Malik. Is that a yo or is that a yo-yo? As in the market is going yo-yo. The market is going yo-yo. We're looking at GA over here. I love the fact that 50 is hugging that trend line. Makes it nice and clean, clear. This is gold in the middle and GBP USD over here. We got news coming, like I said. So, oh, it looks like red folders. When is this red folder? From the pound. That today or that's tomorrow? Tomorrow, 4:30 in the morning. Yeah, it's NFP week, right, guys? It's NFP week. So lots of caution. Yeah, where in Minnesota are you, Connor? I wouldn't mind going to see my buddy. Yeah, Jones, there's news, so it's gonna be a waiting game. Positions are being taken for the news. This is when it gets really violent because you got a lot of people. You got a lot of people who just love the game, love the NFP week game for the news. Wix rejection over here on GA. Rejection. On a higher time frame, that looks like yep, rejection. 4 hour tells you a beautiful story here if the next candle breaks the low. And you can catch an early entry for that break of that low on the lower time frame. Depending on where the breaks, depending on what happens, I mean, this could come all the way up here. I believe the golden zone from this move right here is at the top of this zone here. So it could keep climbing a little bit before it rejects. The higher it goes, the better for us as far as the break. It gives us a lot more room between the break and the low. And the goal will be to take it to the low. Almost 30 pips to the low from up here. Forest Lake area, okay. Okay. When you say the cities, you're talking about the Twin Cities, I'm assuming. Minneapolis and St. Paul. Let's take a look at it. Here are points. It's basically, if you look at it, if you guys remember, what was it, a few minutes ago, I told you, this is all playing within the range of this move and this move. That's what it is. Here's a resistance one right there, support one right here, pivot in the middle. Yeah, all of this here is playing in the range of this. So if you wanted to, you can make the bigger range, the bigger zone. If you wanted to, that makes you feel a little more secure. You can do that. And that, by doing that, let me open it up. By doing that, you are taking out some of the noise, right? You're taking out some of the noise because the range becomes bigger. You can get rid of all this in the middle, ignore all that, and wait for price to reach your extremes. But I'm good with this because it's gold. There's just so much room. Just a tiny little move to the 50 moving average there. It's about 11 pips. If it drops, okay, wait a minute. Okay. 30 pips. If we're gonna play the short game, let's play it right. Yeah. Otherwise, like I said, bigger zone, smaller zone, smaller zone. I'm just making it tighter and tighter as market structure shows me. Market shows reveals. Why did I move it there? Well, bounce here, bounce there, bounce there, bounce there. So there you go. It looks like it wants to break the trend line now. Seven a.m. candle. Seven a.m. candle is upon us. Yeah, that's a nice flag going on with G8. Got a couple computers open here. It's a nice flag developing. Joan says, due to most of my timing, I find myself trying to catch those rejection zones back to the average. Well, it's not a bad idea if you have the range. Like if you time it right, this rejection here would have paid you very well. I mean, look at the 15-minute. So if you timed it correctly, playing it to the average is not bad. I mean, your entry would have been, depending on what you're playing, right? Depending on your strategy, what is it that you're using? This candle formation here, we call it, it's not quite an evening star, but yeah, it could be an evening star depending on how wide you open this thing, right? The moment it closed, it could have been your entry there with a stop loss, tight stop loss. And if you're taking it to the average, you got a lot of room. You would have already had 15 pips, and there's 30 pips almost to the 50 on the 15-minute. The 30-minute, it's about the same. The 1 hour is even lower. Oh, it's breaking now, guys. It's trying to. I'm gonna open up my heat wave over here. Where's Dixie? Oh, there it goes. Where's the Dixie? I need to put the Dixie on my favorites. Yeah, that's breaking. Same move on GU. Dixie showing strength, bounced. I bounced from support. I'm chilling. I mean, the Dixie is in this downward spiral. Let me see, 4 hour. It's been dropping for a while, which would mean gold should be going up. So something is amiss. kind of bounce was that? Perfect 38.2 rejection. That should break the lows. And if it breaks the lows, then gold is coming up. So don't be deceived. Latanya, how will Ida affect? Let me take a bite of my apple and consider that. If I can get this to usually, Latanya, bad news is good for gold, right? But it's usually on a global scale that we see, if something happens on a global scale, like the instability in Afghanistan can make gold go up. On NFP week, though, I think a lot of people are just focused on the economic numbers because so much of the movement of price is based on those economic numbers. So they're waiting. I need to put Dixie on my watch list. Now it's gone again. And GA. To doing its thing. GJ, somebody asked about GJ. GJ is going to act similarly to GBP USD. If you look at the candle formation, you can see the similarities. They move almost in tandem. That right there is a golden zone bounce or rejection so far. Rejecting right there at the golden zone. Maybe. Wick rejection, wick rejection. But again, we got news coming, guys. So everybody's just waiting on news. The bigger picture on this is, boy, this has been climbing. Since August 20th, climb. I don't know. I think that looks pretty bearish to me. I think that looks bearish to me. Break the trend line, break the 50. Break the trend line, break the 50, come to TP1, TP2. Okay, either that or it keeps hugging up. Keeps hugging up, keeps hugging up. Eventually it's gonna run into Let's see. Well, it's there right now. Let me see. It's having a hard time going over that. But it looks bearish to me. 50 pips to that, 100 pips to that. We can still keep climbing. Got news though, like I said. So yeah, the news, negative news moves gold, right? I'm sure that there's going to be an economic impact in the area, New Orleans and all that, but on a global scale, and remember, Forex is a global market. On a global scale, people probably are more concerned with what's going on in the Middle East than New Orleans, unfortunately. For those who live in New Orleans, right? And here's the deal with getting into early trades. Is this going to break this trend line? I think it will break the trend line. Is this going to break this trend line and come down? I think it will. Same thing with GBP, JPY, right? The Dixie seems to be going up. I think that's going to break them, right? But getting in a trade, right? Anticipating that that's what's going to happen will have you dealing with drawdown, with dealing with the up and down movements of price that's waiting for news, stuff like that. It's not worth it. The stress and the anxiety and the waiting for it will exhaust you. And then price returns back to your entry and you get out happy that you broke even, only to see it go in your direction now 20, 30, 50 pips, 100 pips, because you got in too early. So you're exhausted because you got in too early. It goes again with all that psychology stuff. If you know that news is coming and you know that there's going to be a reaction based on news, and there will be, then just wait. Then you don't have to deal with all those emotions. And then you can focus your attention and your energy in the moment that price is going to move. I think that's going to break and come down here at least and test this. But you guys know the difference between this action and when price is really moving. You know, this little action that's happening right here versus when price is really moving. This and this kind of action, you know. Lots of volume between here. This was what, 8:30 yesterday, 8:30 and 11. Look at all that action. And after that, this is what you get. You know, this was 1:30 right here. And boom, it takes off, and then it just kind of hovers, drops over here, freaking everybody else that was in the buy, and then it keeps moving up. This right here, this volume activity is what you want to see. It's when this activity is happening that we can make our money. This activity right now, right here, will exhaust you, burn you out before your time. If the news are any positive, previous initial jobless claim was 353. His forecast is 345. In other words, they're forecasting that it's coming down. And I think it is coming down. It depends. What you're looking here as far as news is concerned is how big of a difference is the actual news from the forecast. Not so much from the previous as much as from the forecast, right? Because the forecast has then already some numbers in it. Like the market has already moved based on the forecast. So now it's a question of how different are the numbers from the forecast. If it drops dramatically, then you're going to see a move that's dramatic in keeping with the dramatic difference between these numbers. If it's not too different, then you're going to see, you're going to see price move anyway because of news, but then it's going to return back to balance. It's going to return back to the average, to what you're looking at right now. Like for example, price is ranging in here. Okay. You may see a candle go like this, go like that, just to come back here. If the numbers are, if the forecast is not much different, then if the actual is not much different than the forecast. You see this kind of craziness. And this is why we don't trade news, right? It doesn't really give you an honest, clean direction. What did it do? Well, look at what it did over here, right? It was already ranging here. It was already ranging here. In fact, it was ranging between these two moves, right? It was ranging in here. Okay, there were news. Goes up, comes down, goes back into the range. Okay? Same thing here, unless the numbers are hugely dramatic. Goes up, comes down, goes back into the range. So be patient. Yeah, we need to get rid of this COVID, guys, so we can meet up. That was a great time. The one in Detroit, that's the one I went to. That was very nice. Got to meet some great guys and a gal from Spain that came all the way from Spain. I mean, she travels for free, but still, she came from Spain. Girls all goodies. And she's killing it. She's doing very well. She's learned this. She's learned this game. Some reason women do. Generally speaking, I think women do better at trading. And I think there's statistical information on that too. That women do better at trading. I think for a lot of us guys, it's about the hunt, right? It's about the hunt, finding this thing and killing it and dragging it home. The women are just, hey, I need to make some money so I can feed my babies and, be an independent woman and, and so they're more disciplined. They don't let their egos get in the way. So for us guys, we need to learn to keep our egos in check. There's a move on gold. $70 pips. Just in the 50 on the 15-minute. You see right here, if I had already been in this, this move right here is when I get out because I'm exhausted and tired from the up and downs that happen in here. Okay. Well, the range is much bigger than this. And the range is all the way down here, and if not further down below here. You know, but I'm so tired already from the up and downs. So I just wait, let it do his move. A couple of things. For example, if this right here turns into a green wick going up, oh, well, that tells us a lot. That tells us a lot of different things, right? I mean, if this thing right here rejects, bounces from here and turns into a wick going all the way up, he'll break the highs, right? Or if it bounces from here, comes back up, I mean, as a red, right? Closes red, create support, right? You have a minor support here already. This is the 30-minute, this is the 30-minute, right? Yeah, this is the 30-minute. So it keeps creating little minor supports here and there. Right, so that's support now. Or if this bounces from here, closes red, bounces green, right? Goes all the way up here. And then you get that wick coming from up here. Wick going down. Then that'll break the bottom. Another difference would be if volume was present, right? If we don't have news coming, if this was the open of New York, and volume was coming in and it's breaking the trend line, then yeah, the volume will push it down. And even if it wicks back up, you can make some good money on its way down. In the meantime, we wait. Hope that's helping you guys. You took an entry on Jones. You took an entry on gold with a stop loss at 18.1639, somewhere up here on this wick, I guess. So if you took that, I'm assuming you took it here. That's not 35 pips. You must be talking from the top. That doesn't even give you 35 pips right there, so I'm not quite sure which one you're talking about. But yeah, I mean, I would not fault you if you already were looking at the lower time frames and you took any of these actions. Well, this action over here for sure. This one to the downside, fine, great. But if you're looking at the break of the trend line with no volume right now, it's nice. What appears to be a nice move, but not a definitive move. Meantime, GA keeps doing this thing over here. $18.15, your entry. So basically you have a 10 pip stop loss. Somewhere in there. So you have about 12 pips right now. That's 120 points. You got about 12 pips. Maybe you're counting the pips incorrectly. Talking about a profit of $35. Is that what you're talking about? I'm not sure. So potentially you got about 20 pips with a 10 pip stop loss. Not bad. Pretty good. Okay. Yeah, Jones. It's dangerous. It's dangerous to anticipate without the confirmation. Good morning, Dan. Nice move on gold. Congrats to anybody who took it. I'm just chilling. That's money right there for some people. That's their day right there. Yep, 18 pips, 19 pips. That's their day right there. Malik, where you from? Are you from Jamaica? Didn't we have a Malik in a team that was from Jamaica? Yeah, we did have a Malik from Jamaica. What happened to my music? Yeah, yep. We're looking at a potential another drop, Dan. We're looking at a potential another drop from GA as a continuation. Okay, we have a break of the trend line on gold. A retest of the trend line with a nice little wick could be an indication for a sell. And if you look at it, it closed basically at that minor support I had talked about before. right in there. Close back inside of it. As a reminder, it is NFP week. Lots of news happening in the market. Lots of patience is required. I don't even recommend trading necessarily, especially with news coming. We got an hour before heavy news from the USD coming up. Tomorrow is NFP Friday. Non-farm payroll is the most volatile day of the month. Not recommended to be traded by any but the experienced traders, and that very cautiously. It's a no trade day at TTA. You don't even mess with it. Interesting to watch it though. And I have traded before. My favorite trade on NFP is gold. As it moves. And after watching it for a little while, you get pretty good at understanding what it's doing. Drops 100 pips, creates a wick, goes in the opposite direction, 200 pips. So. Take a look at that. Yep. Right on the pivot. Also the 50, also minor support already there. I'm trying to eat more healthy in the morning, guys. Any recommendations? Anybody have recommendations? I mean, oatmeal is good breakfast. I know that much. I mean, I usually eat a pretty good breakfast, but it's usually just cereal, even dry cereal. But it's not like a sugary cereal. It's nuts, walnuts, almonds, that kind of stuff, like a mueslix kind of thing. But I like apples. Granola and oatmeal, classic. Andrea, you're a nutritionist. Awesome. I need let me see, what kind of diet do I need? Let me take a look at this, guys. Hold on a second. Okay. A rejection of the trend line and the top of that red right here will be a 50%, will be a golden zone rejection. Let's see what we get. GA getting ready to make its move, maybe. Yeah, smoothies are good. They need fruit for that. Steel cut oats and buckwheat makes a nice cooked breakfast. Okay. Awesome, Jones. That's great to hear. Fruit smoothie, clean diet will change your life. Well, that's what I'm looking at doing. I already got on the bike, right? I got my Peloton right behind me. And I'm riding that daily when I'm home. Now I need to get into the nutrition part of it. As a former athlete, I'm pretty aware of proteins and carbohydrates and sugars and fats and all that. I'm also aware that unless, and I can be pretty disciplined, but unless it has some level of variety in it, I may not stick to it. So I need something that is healthy. I mean, I like apples, like I said. This right here will hold me to lunch, you know? And breakfast is so important. My downfall, Mr. Nutritionist, my downfall is sweets. And so I asked my wife to get me an alternative to like ice cream and cookies because I love my sweets, you know? So Mr. Nutritionist, what will be a sweet alternative to sugars? Damn. Yeah, I've had some Nigerian food. It's so good. It's very similar to Puerto Rican food, you know, very similar as far as how you guys prepare your pork, your chicken, your rice, very similar. Okay, if you're not hungry, you can eat a smoothie. If you're hungry in the mornings, yeah, in the mornings I usually get up hungry because I'm trying to go to, well, more and more to bed with an empty stomach. Nuts are great protein. I like nuts. Almonds are usually my favorite. I think though almonds are higher in fat. I do have a slight blood pressure. I'm taking medication, low medication on that. Nuts help. Okay, that's good to know. That's a sugar replacement. Okay, I think I have used that. In fact, I liked it, Andreas. A friend from London recommended that. I need to get it back again. And it was good. It was really good. I've never been a hot sauce kind of guy, but my son got me into it and I like it. The sriracha on the little eggs and stuff like that. The only thing with eggs is that obviously it has cholesterol. Dates. That sounds good, Andreas. Date sounds good. I like almonds. Like I said, yeah, I like soak the almonds overnight. What does that do, Andreas? What's happening here? GA is about to break. Man, so tempted to take that GA. What time is it? 7:39 a.m. Let's see what are we looking at here. That GA is looking tempting, right? Because there's a continuation of the move. 30-minute, 15-minute. I need a wick. This could be the wick already. I want to see a wick. Give me a rejection. Give me a rejection up here. I need a rejection. Perhaps what will happen is it'll break and then come back up and then we'll get the wick as a retest. But it may not. NFP week, you may not see a retest. You may miss out on it. Like over here, right? Or let me see. Like here, it broke, came back, retested, wick, drop. And even this one, wick, drop. This one goes up, closes. You don't see the wick until up here. Breaking the lows of this, that's fine. Something. 4 hour. Oh, there's the wick on the 4 hour. On the 4 hour. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take that sell on GA. Took the sell on GA. Stop loss goes right here. Let me see. What are we looking at? What kind of take profit we can get on this baby? It's moving. Let's see. Okay. Of the wick. Here's my take profit. Yeah, the 4 hour is looking good. 4 hours looking really good. Okay, got like at least 1 to 1 on the GA. Let's see what we got. I'm going off of the wick on the 4-hour, the rejection on the 4-hour candle. It is a basically the 4-hour candle broke, retested. That's what I'm looking at. Stop loss is at the top of the wick. That's what I'm doing. Not telling anybody to do that. Takes me out, takes me out. I don't know GA as well. I know it wants to reject though. I know it wants to break down based on the action. I missed out on a lot of these things. It was to say healthy fats though. No, healthy fats are, yeah, on the almond. Yeah, that's a healthy fat. Nuts are good for fat. A lot of our diet should be fat. Just use type of fats, right? You will digest them better if you soak them. Got it. Okay. Beans are great, clean proteins too for when I lived on salads. Yeah, I like beans. Beans are great. I'm Puerto Rican. We live on beans. Rice and beans, man. Rice and beans is what we live on. Okay, let's see. Okay, all right. Let's see what we get. I feel more comfortable in taking the GA because it's not related to the dollar. But news will move it no matter what. Look at that move on gold. Okay, now we can, guys, now if we can get that wick, if we can get this candle to turn red, coming down on a wick, we can get it to break. Okay, soaking almonds, that's good. Appreciate that, brother. I know about that. I like almonds. Raw almonds are great. Nuts in general, I like it. What about throwing a little honey in there, Andrea, for a sweet? Remember, I got that sweet tooth. Gotta satiate that sweet tooth with something. So what do you recommend? If we can get GU to go up, then I think GA will come down. Usually go in the opposite directions. Why not peanuts, Andres? What's unhealthy about peanuts? Nice bounce on gold. So again, if you took the trend line break, that was quick, right, guys? What, 19 pips, something like that? That was it. Not too much honey. I soak dates in water, then blend them up. They're very high in minerals and good for gut bacteria. Okay. High in cadmium. Is that how you say that? Frozen berries and coconut yogurt. Okay. Ah, they're not nuts, but legumes. Huh. So what's wrong with legumes? So does that put them in the category as beans? Does that put the peanuts in the category of beans? Got it. Okay. Yeah, lentils are legumes also. Yeah. Or legumes, how you say it. In Spanish is legumbres. Okay, got it. Yeah, I don't think I suffer from any allergies. I got that Puerto Rican DNA. I was reading somewhere that the perfect DNA specimen is a Puerto Rican woman. Combination of all the mixtures of the races that go into a Puerto Rican gives us quite an immunity to a lot of things. Oh, we're seeing that wick. Seeing that wick at the trend line. Let's see if we can get it coming down. You got to explain to Andreas what grits is, Jones. I don't think they got grits in Australia. Although he's a nutritionist, he may know. What is the official terminology for grits? Xylitol. Okay. Yeah, I believe that's the one I used before. I knew I knew you wouldn't know what grits is, Andreas. Jones, you gotta find out. You gotta find what's the actual term for grits. What is the real name of grits? What are grits? It's a grain. It's like an oat. Oh, if it's corn based, forget it. That's cattle feed probably. That'll make us all fat. Okay, so we got a bounce from GU and gold. Hopefully that means GA comes down. I'm just so used to seeing price move when I put in my ground hominy. Ah, okay, yeah. Well, if it's ground corn, that will be very fattening. Somebody Googled that, didn't they? Grits, what's grits? Polenta. Oh, look at that. Look at that wick on the hour. Gold. I think we're going to see the break of the highs. These is not corn, just goes right through. Quinoa. I can't get used to quinoa, man. They try to substitute that for rice. It's like, come on, guys. Don't make it look like that's rice. That's not rice. Quinoa is not rice, right? I mean, we know that it's not, but look at that. Oh boy, that's getting ready to go. That gold is getting ready to go. If not to go, to fake out some people for sure. Let's see, breaking the highs, looking about 25 pips up. That was a beautiful bounce. I'm happy again. I did not enter that sell because I would have held it to come down here. And GA keeps playing around. Had me negative 4 or 5 pips. Now I'm only negative 2 pips. Let's see a move, man. News is coming soon, guys. Remember that. Buenos dias, Josh. Josh is here to tell me he's already made 50 pips on gold. Yeah, in fact, Jones, you know what? I was going to bring a topic today and I forgot. And I don't have it prepared, but I can wing it. I recently talked about Atomic Habits to the team. And I just went through it again yesterday. What an amazing book, guys. Atomic Habits. Very powerful. And one of the things that I gathered that I didn't hear before, and again, I have gone through that book now, this might be my 4th time, is the connection between systems and identity. You know, what you are looking to develop if you want to be consistently successful is systems in your life, right? GA still strong on the heat wave. Well, which one? A or G? Which one is strong on the heat wave? Let's see. AUD is strong. Yeah. Yeah, I anticipate it's coming down. Well, hopefully before it takes me out to the upside. Yeah, I thought you'd be Josh. Hey, Apes, welcome. Yeah, Atomic Habits. Thank you, Dean. Yeah, I see that AUD is strong. I was gonna say, Atomic Habits. Systems. Systems is where it's at, right? Developing a system that you continually follow will almost guarantee you results, right? It's what any corporation uses to ensure consistency in what they produce. And so here's the thing, our systems are usually determined by our identity. I mean, it's determined by our habits, but our habits are determined by our identity. And so by changing our identity, it's where it's at. For example, if you're a smoker, if you're a smoker and you're trying to quit the habit, developing an identity as a non-smoker, it's where it's at for you. Not as someone who's trying to quit or someone who quit smoking, but someone who is a non-smoker. If you have an identity as a non-smoker, eventually you won't even have the desire at all because you're not a smoker. If you're trying to quit, then that's you, how can I say, using your will to try to stop something that your identity identifies with. And so it's less likely for you to be successful at it versus developing the identity of I'm a non-smoker. Same thing. And so that made me think about a lot of things, you know, including me trying to lose weight. I realized you know what? If I go back to my identity, which I did have at one point, if I go back to my identity as an athlete, that will solve a lot of issues. That kind of takes care of what I eat, how much rest I get, how much I exercise, what do I exercise. If I have an image, an identity image as an athlete, I don't have to be worrying so much about food and all this other stuff because I'm an athlete. And if I'm an athlete, then I eat a certain way, I eat at certain times, I rest at certain times, I work out at certain times. I develop a system around my identity as an athlete. So if you are a trader, and you're trying to develop an identity as a consistently profitable trader, you need to create a system that aids you in that. And you need to create the habits initially that speak of that. You know, I was doing a one-on-one with someone not that long ago, and they were saying to me how they were trying to develop a new identity as a trader, and then they realized, I trade every day. I trade every day. So I am a trader. That's exactly right. You know, and so the consistency of that habit creates the identity, and the identity then helps you create your system, or creates a system. It works both ways. They're symbiotic, right? You can create a system that develops your identity through habits, or you can have the identity, which then creates a system. Either way, you have to have the system in place that you do something consistently that produces results. So if it's trading and you want to make this your career, like I was talking again, another different one-on-one I was having with someone, and I asked them what their goal was. What was it that they wanted to do? And they said they wanted to trade full time, but their habits were not in line with what they were saying. And I said, okay, let's get a reality check. You know, what session are you trading? They couldn't give me a specific session. They were all over the place. What pair are you trading? They couldn't give me a pair that they were trading. You know, what strategy are you using? They couldn't give me a strategy. Okay, so you're not a trader. You know, this is a hobby for you. You know, you're hesitating, you're bobbling at these questions that I'm asking you that you should have had ready at the ready when I asked you, which tells me you're not taking this seriously. So if you're not taking this seriously, which is fine, if you want to make it a hobby, it's fine that it's a hobby. But let's not kid ourselves in that you're going to become successfully profitable at this, because you're not. You got to develop a system. You have to create a system and have it in place as to when are you going to trade? What pair are you going to trade? What strategy are you going to employ? And then you develop a system around that, and you do it over and over and over and over and over and over. And if you do that, you will develop an identity as a trader. And then you become a consistently successful trader. And then you'll be doing it full time, you know, but let's not kid ourselves. Okay, 8 a.m. candle just opened. Let's see. Let's see, it's even tighter over here on GU. Gold's got to make up its mind, right? It broke below the trend line, and it's still below the trend line. But it did bounce. Okay, there's a nice bounce on the 50 for like almost 20 pips. AUD still strong. GBP not too weak either. So yeah, so I want to talk to you guys about that, because Atomic Habits is such a great book, and it gives so many insightful ideas about how to develop the habits that create the identity, that create the system. Once you have the system in place, you're good. You know, once you have the system in place, you're good. You will become that. Whatever it is that you're trying to become, you will become it. Like if you do the things that successful people do in whatever area that is, you know, if it's music, if a professional musician practices 8 hours a day and you do that, you will become as good. If you don't choose a career, you'll become as good as a professional musician. Same thing for anything. Same thing for anything. But first, you got to begin with identity. If you're having a hard time creating the habits that make you successful in whatever area of your life it is that you're trying to become successful, look at your identity. It's your identity that's causing the problem. You cannot, by force of will, sustain any activity that is contrary to the image you have of yourself. You cannot sustain that. That's not sustainable, because the image that you have of yourself will break down whatever that other thing is. Okay? So you have to create the image first about you, about who you are and what you do and what's important to you. And when you have that, and then you create the habits that affirm that, you become it. Even if you weren't, you become it. And the moment that your brain believes, the moment that your subconscious believes you are an athlete, you are a healthy individual, you are a non-smoker, you are whatever it is that you're trying, once the subconscious believes it, it's automatic. No more work. You don't have to work at it anymore. You automatically do it. Atomic Habits. I'm trying to remember the name of the guy. Clear is his last name. James Clear, I want to say it's James Clear. News coming, guys, in 27 minutes. Let me see what I got for me. I don't know what you're doing. I'm not giving a signal, Connor. What you got there? 86, 82. Yeah, somewhere around there. I have it a little higher than that, giving it a little more room. All right. Now gold has reached the top of resistance. Still underneath the trend line. Honestly, with news coming on now in 20 some minutes, I don't know that I'll be doing anything. Yeah, James Clear, what a great book. Okay, looks like I'm negative 10 pips on GA. Now 9. Where would I, let me see. Trying to figure out where would I cut some of this risk off. I'm going to do it. It's probably now the time to do it. It's not even back inside the zone that I have there. It's more like a retest, isn't it? Yeah, still holding. Let me see what I got. I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna leave it alone. Takes me out, takes me out. I'm good with that. I'm good with the risk reward. I'm good with the structure. Not violating my structure. When it violates my structure, then obviously I'm looking at a loss, most likely. But right now it has not violated my structure. Got rejections from the top. Got rejection at the zone. It's all good. Audiobook is on YouTube. That's awesome. That's awesome. I bought it. No, Connor, I don't give signals. No, no, I don't give signals. No. Yeah, never assume that because I took a trade means that you should take it. Never, 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 never. Because I don't give signals. I just basically take you through my process. No, Dean, this is what I did. Where are we? This is what I did, just so that you know. See this used to be resistance, right? It broke up. Now it's testing it as support, where it broke down below it and it was rejecting on the 4 hours, especially in the 4 hours rejecting strong. I'm looking at this as a continuation of the downside move, perhaps as a wave 5, as a finish of a wave 5 if it can get down here. So that's how I'm looking at it. That it broke down below and we tested it. It could hold. You know, it could hold. I'm not worried either way. I'm good with whatever happens. Sometimes you lose. That's just the way it goes. But that's looking to me like a bearish flag. Did I say it bounced from the 38? Yeah. $38.2. It rejected at the 38.2 once, twice, 3 times. Could it break to the upside? It could break to the upside. But and the unknown is the news, right? The news that's coming. Yeah, I know that Joe sent out a signal. But the main thing that I saw in Joe's, I'm not signal setup. The main thing I saw was his trend line, right? And it broke beautifully on the trend line. I'm not sure where his zone is. Well, Connor, if you look at what I've done so far, I've given you lots of ideas, but I'm never going to tell you to buy or sell. I'm only going to do what I do as far as buying or selling, and I explain why. You know, and hopefully you're learning from that. You know, for example, on this situation right here, let's just take the bigger areas, right? What should you be looking for? You should be looking for something that goes like this, right? And over here, you should be looking for something that goes like that, right? That's what you're looking at. There is a play in here, right? Because we saw it bounce off of here. So, and we saw it reject up here. So there are potential moves in here that you could take, but the bigger picture is the break and the retest of these areas. That's true for all of it, right? Same here with GUs. These are very similar, GU and gold right now. And then as far as GA, well, I spoke about the bearish flag, right? It's been dropping. I put a second trend line on this little action here. And I talked about the potential break of this as a bearish flag. You know, this being the flag or the pennant. I guess you could call it the pennant, right? Let's call it a pennant. You know, usually on this kind of move, what it continues is a continuation to the break of the downside. So, you know, those are lots of ideas. I'm just not going to tell you to buy or sell. Because ultimately, you're the one taking the risk, right? You're putting your money at risk. And you gotta take responsibility for that. You know, obviously you are responsible for that, for any buys or sells that you put in. And hopefully what you're doing is developing your own critical view of what's happening. You know, when you really understand what's happening on the chart, somebody can give you a trade idea and you say, I don't think so. You know, in fact, you have heard me say, if you've been here from the beginning, and I think you were, you heard me talk about this break of this trend line, and I didn't take my own idea, you know, because I'm unconvinced by the price action that this is actually breaking down. It could break down, but it's not breaking down yet, you know, and this proved me right, the bounce here, you know. So yeah, the trend line was a good trade for those who took it. Gave about 20 pips, something like that. It's 18 pips right there. But I was not convinced of it myself, especially with news coming. Something about to happen here in a few minutes. Looks like GA wants to break down finally. Let's see if it does. Okay, I'm glad you understood. Yeah. Yeah. So my goal in doing these lives is to provide value to those who are trying to learn how to trade, give them perspective on what they should be looking at in the market, what they should be paying attention to. And then, you know, if you're here long enough, you'll hear me say some of the strategies that I use, some of the thoughts that I have concerning how I trade. You'll see me win some, you'll see me lose some. And I'll talk about mindset here. There may be some spiritual information provided here too. Those of you who may not know, I'm a minister. But my main goal here is sharing how to trade, right? What I see in trading, how to trade, without giving you all of the game, because we have an academy, right? We have an academy where we teach all this. Very specific. You'll see a lot of people here who come from the academy that can tell you what's going on and their reasons why taking this, why not taking that. And I love it when some of the students challenge what I'm looking at, because first of all, they give me a different perspective. Maybe I missed something. And also it shows me they're learning. They're actually getting what we're telling them, which is pretty cool. Okay, this rejection right here, well, with news coming, I don't know. It's a different ballgame when news is coming. So let's see what happens. Boom, look at gold. Don't mean nothing. Then news is coming. Yeah and no, Connor. That's a great question. Yeah and no. I use frequently a much smaller risk with gold because of the violent movements. There's a rejection right there. It's already 18 pips on that rejection. Caution anybody from taking a trade at this moment with news coming in 14 minutes. And you can do whatever you want. I've already considered the risk on my trade in GA, so if it takes me out, it takes me out. I'm good with that. And while news will affect GA, any news related to the dollar affects all the other currencies, but it shouldn't be as violent as what will happen with gold. As it gets closer to the, excuse me. As it gets closer to the news hour, you should start seeing price begin to get a little unstable. That's a lot of folders. Yeah, Connor, 0.01 per every 100 in your account is a good measure of how of a max trade position. That's a 30%, that's a 3% risk if you're using, for example, 30 pips stop loss. Correcto, Josh. That's right. Josh is saying that gold tends to consolidate waiting for NFP, and that is true. And then sometimes gold just moves and moves and moves and moves and moves and moves and moves because it kind of already knows which way it wants to take it at NFP, and then when NFP comes, it takes in the opposite direction. Which is what I would do if I was manipulating the market. If I knew where the market was going, and I could make the market move, that's what I would do. Take it in the opposite direction, and then when the news came, boom, take it the other way. I can manipulate the market. Abe's got his TP. Congratulations. Yes, very good rejection on the top zone. $11 minutes to news. $10 minutes. So we have a Nigeria represented here. We have Australia represented here. We have England represented here. Where else are you guys from? I'm in Florida. Used to be in Miami. Now I'm in Port St. Lucie. Boom, boom. Yep, France in London. I knew that part. Eve's in Florida. When you have become consistently successful, Jones, when you have at least 3 weeks, Texas. Abigail, ¿estás en Puerto Rico? ¿Dónde en Puerto Rico? ¿Dónde en Puerto Rico, Abigail? Ocala. Ocala, you're pretty close. Luis Samuel. ¿En dónde en Puerto Rico, Abigail? ¿O te llaman Abby? Caguas. Vecina mía. Yo soy de Bayamón. Y jugué para Guaynabo. Béisbol. So, yeah, we were neighbors. I had to go through Caguas to go to Macau to see my beautiful grandma. Asia. Asia's pretty big, Jesse. Asia, is that the Philippines? Where are you? Abby, sí, Abby. Saludos, Abby. Agradezco que estés aquí conmigo esta mañana. Still waiting to see what happens here with the news. 8 minutes. Jada Gama is Dominican. ¿Qué pasa, Tigre? ¿Tenemos dos dominicanos aquí? Okay, looks like gold is trying to either induce sellers or is making a move. Jesse is in the Philippines. Nice rejection. Nice rejection on gold. Very nice. Woohoo! 30 pips on gold already from the top rejection. Sí, tenemos dos dominicanos. Dos dominicanos aquí. Al momento. Habrán otros escondidos por ahí, quién sabe. Six minutes to news. Yeah, I used to go to Caguas, la carretera de Caguas hacia Humacao. Look at that move. I think gold is positioning itself. Well, that's the move we predicted before, right? Touching down here. Could it come back down to the next level? Let's put our Walter Mercado hats on, Josh. ¿Viene acá o viene acá el oro ahora cuando vengan las noticias? ¿Viene acá o viene acá? ¿Dónde tú predices? ¿Baja más? ¿Piensas que va a bajar? Me está diciendo a mí que baje más. Levels. Let's see how many of those does it break. Let's see how many of those does it break on its way up or down. Yeah, Joe. Yeah, Jonas. Yeah. 4 minutes. Let's see. This is the reason why I like minor zones. Minor zones break pretty easily when you are looking for a move within the consolidation. Minor zones can break pretty easy, provide quick profits for scalpers. Almost 2.5 minutes. It's like a mess, doesn't it? It's coming down. It should break through here and hit this. Okay. I see what you're saying there, Josh. You think it's bullish. Good morning, Malik. 1.5 minutes to news. I'm afraid a wick on GA may take me out. Minute left. Yeah, London is my baby. I know London pretty good. I'm trying New York now for what, 2 weeks? But I can't really say I'm trying. I've committed to being here for a while. So I'm learning how it moves. But with news, man, for the last 2 weeks, since I started doing this, it's almost news almost every other day. So, you know, it doesn't work very well when you're a technical trader to have fundamentals in the game almost every day. 16 seconds. Let's see what comes of it. Let's see. Here you go. It's opening. See what we got. Go pushing. Not much yet. Yeah, I've been in London for 2.5 years. So I know London pretty good. I'm learning now, you know, the 8 o'clock candle and the 9 a.m. candle is usually where it's at with New York. We're gonna learn more. If this rejection fails, then I'll be toast on GA, I think. And I'm thinking if gold continues to move down, then probably GA is going to move up. No movement whatsoever in GU. Now GU is looking to make a move. A bullish move on GU is probably a good thing for me on GA. Lots of folders on the USD, so probably a lot of people still trying to figure out what the news means, whatever that is. Nothing. Has anybody seen what the forecast, what the numbers, actual numbers are on the jobless claims? Anybody know what the numbers came out to be? Where's my app? $340, is that what it came out to? 340, that's pretty close to the forecast. It's not dramatically different. That would appear to be good news for no, it came out to 355. Well, the average, the claims average is 355. And it was expected to be around 354.75. So, yeah, pretty much the same. And there goes gold. And the continuing jobless claims are actually lower. That will signify good numbers for USD. Wow, look at all those news. In 2 hours, is going to be a whole lot more folders. That's a lot of folders. Well, for those of you who took the sell from up here, look at that. It broke the trend line, retested the trend line, respected the trend line, dropped. That's even with news coming. I'm in a sell here. Still waiting for that thing to break. See if it does break. Yeah, the news are positive for the USD. You would think that would push price down. Well, there goes gold. Yeah, the news should drop gold. And it did. Or it has so far. Good job, Dan. Good job. Well done. Well done. Pip, 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 pips. Pay my bills. That's a Jay Wayne song. Boom. $50 move on gold right there. Muy bonito, muy bonito. $4 on gold. Woohoo. Wow, 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 wow. Breaking levels. Gia, you're gonna make your move or what? Well, it's not fear, Connor, it's wisdom. It's called wisdom. The only thing I could say, the only recommendation that I could say, again, on gold or any other scalping move is when you get the wick, then you can take advantage of that wick and put your stop loss above it. You know, and then if it takes you out with very small pips or points against you. If it goes your way, it significantly goes your way, you know? The only thing that you had here is that, again, rejecting up here, it was going to run into this minor support, It had already bounced from there before. So the best trade is waiting for the break of support to come down. But again, like I mentioned before, the wick is what I'm looking for. I want to see that wick rejection. I want to see that wick of rejection. Just like this right here, rejecting down here. If this was to turn green and go up, then that's the kind of wick I want to see. You know, it kind of gives you confirmation of where the volume is coming in, what the buyers or sellers are doing. So the real best play here would have been the initial break of the trend line. That was with news coming, or that right there. Other than that, not much to do. And there's news, so. Did you catch some of that, Josh? Are you on a sale? I know you were in a long-term bullish position. Well, looks like GA is favoring me again. Let's see. Exactly, exactly, Connor. The uncertainty of the news should keep everybody out. You know, my position on GA is the fact that it's not likely to affect it as much. USD news is not likely to affect as much GA. And looking at the technicals of it, it looks like it wants to come down. You bought the 1809? This Josh, he kills me, man. You kill me, Josh. He waits for these moves and then catches that. Well, I hope you that's 12 pips or something like that. Gotta get that and get the heck out. Good job, Dan. The 1 hour. Let's look at the 1 hour for yeah, look at that. Pretty. We like it. 4 hour. Yep. I will, you know, this, how many minutes? 15 minutes? Man, I would love to see this turn red. You got your stop loss at break even, Josh? Let that turn into a loser. Got it. Muy bien hecho, hermano. Come on, GA, stop messing around. Okay, we're getting a move. We're getting a move after that nice wick. And so this is what the wick tells me, guys. If this turns around and breaks the wick, then my thesis is invalidated. You know, after we get the rejection wick, if price comes back up and breaks my wick, my thesis is invalidated. No reason for me to stay in the trade anymore. You know, that makes it easy. This should break the lows and go for a while. I'm in profit. If instead it comes back up, if I have price come back up right as of now, and it comes back up to that wick, I'll close half of my position and let the rest ride. It should not. This should in no way come back. Ya tomaste 17, bien hecho, hermano. Ese es el tigre del Cibao. Where en la República tú me dijiste que eres? ¿De dónde en la República? Let's take the bigger move perspective on GA. It's 4 hour. Woo, there it is. The 4 hour turning red. Ah, this is just so messy. So messy, so messy, so messy. Let's see. So here that I have my take profit. I should have marked it here. Hold on, guys. Should have marked it. Not quite sure what my entry is. Hold on. I guess I can adjust this once I do it. Something like that. 2 to 1. Something like that. Something like that. Closer to that, and something like so. Something like so. Which, right, coincides with the first of these over here, where price bounce before it close above. Let's see if it goes over there. So far, 5 pips up. What's going on with gold now? Oh, gee. Joe and his money. 6 pips up. Seven pips up. Nine pips up. Ten minutes to the 9 a.m. candle. This is the push that we're going to see till the 9 a.m. candle. So hopefully it reaches my TP. If it doesn't reach my TP, but it keeps pushing, I'll take whatever this candle gives me. 10 pips up. Make a good living with 10 pips, guys. Paper chaser. Good man. Okay, this break of the low on GA should really push it. Jay the Gamer, I've been here for almost 2 weeks every morning, except for the days that I can't. So I wasn't here yesterday. This month, I will not be here on Wednesday. I should be here every day other than Wednesday this week. I mean, this month. That's correct. 11 pips on GA. Come on, give me that impulse. Give me that impulse we want. Give me that impulse we want. Let me get my hand on the trigger in case it wicks on me. Because if it's gonna wick, this is where it's gonna wick. Up, that is. Otherwise, it should break and keep going. 8 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna move my stop loss to break even. There, now I have a no lose trade. Cannot lose this trade. If it comes back, takes me out, that's fine. Because I would hate to see a wick bounce from here. Take me out. If it's gonna take me out, let it take me out of break even. Okay, up 12 pips, 13 pips. It should run from here. Seven minutes to the hour candle. $13 pips. I may take 15. So tempted. Right? I mean, TP, let me see what I want to do here. What do I want to do? I mean, 15 pips right there. 15 pips. I think I'll take partial and then I'll let the rest run. Go ahead and take partial here. Okay, just took partial and I'm gonna let the rest run. Woo woo, 17 pips. Another winning morning. Gotta love it. Look at gold. Joel, my man. Oh. Yeah, no matter what, I've already secured 75% of my position. So quarter points are 25, right? That's a quarter, you know, just like a dollar, right? 25 is a quarter. 2 quarters is 50. 3 quarters is 75. That's how it works. Well, you know, we'll be talking about this nice little move on Instagram. Now, you guys know how this was taken, right, guys? I guess let's wait for it to be done, and then we'll discuss it. What's important about all this is the mindset and the approach. The results don't really matter. Like the results here, for example, could this have come and taken me out? Yeah, it could have taken me out. But what was the logic and the reasoning behind me taking it? You guys heard me talking about it, so almost $1,000 this week so far for NFP. That's pretty good. For NFP week, that's pretty good. 18 pips. Woohoo! Let's go. Take a look at the pivots. Somebody's talking about pivots. Pivots. Where's my pivots? Oh, yeah, right there. Yeah, that's S1. Okay. I think because of losing momentum, it'll break it. We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. Look at Joe. Oye, Joe, voy a tener que ir para allá y tú me compras una presidente. Oíste. Dos presidentes, una para ti y una para mí. Oye, de los dominicanos que están aquí, ¿quién está cerca de Punta Cana? ¿Anybody cerca de Punta Cana? 106 pips on GA por el momento. Nice. Joe is killing it. Debiéramos hacer una conferencia en Punta Cana. Una conferencia de Forex. Si fuera a Puerto Rico, tendría que ser en Palma del Mar, tal vez. O el Conquistador. 18 pips. 18 pipage. Woo, there it goes. It's trying to break that pivot. 21 pips, 20 pips, 21. Yo a 6 horas de Punta Cana. Bueno, te tomas unas vacaciones y te tiras para allá. Two minutes to the 6 a.m. candle, to the 9 a.m. candle. 2 minutes. Let's see if this hits TP before the 9 a.m. I don't want to see the bounce on the 9 a.m. candle. 22 pips. ¿Verdad que sí, Abby? En Palma del Mar. Sí, porque tú estás cerquita. The pivot point standard is the pivot indicator that we use. It's bouncing from there right now. That was a good call by whoever called it. It's bouncing from there right now. I think the momentum will break it, but maybe not without the 9 a.m. candle. Good man, good man. Yeah, those are the settings. Pivot, the classic or the daily, but the pivot indicator is the pivot point standard. 15 seconds to the close of this candle. We got our TP already. Well, I took profit at, what was it, 18 pips, something like that. It went all the way down to 21, 22. Let's see if the 9 a.m. candle breaks it through, right? The 9 a.m. candle usually follows the 8 a.m. candle. So from my experience so far, let's see if it does. Let's see if it does. Here's a 9 a.m. candle. What's gold doing? You know what gold is doing is making Josh more money. That's what gold is doing. ¿Y qué pasó con GU? Nada. I would say that's a potential bullish flag, except that it needs to break. I mean, do you really want to get into that? You really want to get into that? Watch for the break of that trend line. TP, fire. Good man. Yeah, already made money. Can't lose money. Let me move my TP even further into profit for what's left of the position on GA. Good job. US 30 is a beast. You gotta know how to ride that beast. Yeah, it went straight down to the pivot, right? We got that bearish flag, went straight down to the pivot. I think it'll break it. But what I think doesn't really matter. Only matters is what price does. These lives have been fun for me, guys. I'm really enjoying this. I'm an educator at heart, you know. Hopefully the team can attest to the fact that I try to take complex things and make them simple to understand. I think that's the gifting that I have, that God gave me. So I try to use it to his glory and for the good of people. For my own good too, obviously, you know. But yeah, I'm looking to do this at a grander scale, you know, reaching more people so I can talk to them not just about money, but about life issues and wisdom and how to change their lives, you know. My goal is to influence people so they can change their lives for good. There's a lot that holds people back and most of it is in their heads. So if I can help them, you know. Yeah, pivots. Greg loves their pivots. You're welcome, Jones. You're welcome. Jay is better. Jay is getting better. He's like at 80 some percent. He told me, he told me, Robert, I'm about 80, 85%. And you know, my 85% is pretty good. He says, don't let me get to 100. So he's doing good. He's doing good, but I'm glad he's taking time off to rest. Yeah, for those of you who are in the classes on Mondays, then you're getting a lot out of this, right? Hopefully you're getting a lot out of this. For those of you who are not on our team, then hopefully you're still getting value from it, right? But being part of the community will help you so much better. At the end, let me see, do I have it here? Let me see if I can find it. And I'll post the link. Yeah, for those of you, what happened here? Hey, who's talking? ¿Quién te dijo a ti que podías hablar? Holy cow. ¿Qué le pasó a esto? Comenzó a hablar. La máquina comenzó a hablar. I'm posting the affiliate link. This is my affiliate link to the academy. Already had some people join since I started doing the lives. If you really want to understand how to trade on your own, come and join us. Come and join us. We've got plenty of value to give you. Encouragement, experience, wisdom, hopefully, and worth your time. So obviously watching these lives kind of gives you a perspective of the mindset and the process. Para aquellos que deseen clases en español, también tengo Rivera Trading Group, que tendrá un grupo de habla hispana. Las clases lo más seguro serán los miércoles en la noche. Cuando tenga eso listo, les dejaré saber. Yeah, Josh, Malik, yeah, he's doing good. He's doing good. He's a beast, you know. He's the good thing for Jay is that he got himself in good shape just before this thing hit him. He had lost weight. He was doing really good. And so when this thing hit him, it found him in pretty good shape. He's a high energy guy. So being fatigued and being slowed down is not his thing. You know, slowing down is not his thing. He likes to keep going. So it's important for him to take his time to rest. Okay, this little retracement here, let's see. I don't know if I can do it. Let's see. Let's see what kind of move we got here. $23.6 retracement. Maybe it'll give you a 38.2 retracement and then break the low. Let's see. To make its continuation move. Okay, who can tell me, and this will be a benefit for everybody here. Who can tell me what's going on here? Why did this candle turn green? After it dropped, right? And if it's gonna keep dropping, why did this candle turn green? Somebody? I think your buy is over, Joel. Yo creo que esta se va a convertir en más ventas. Ya, porque mira. Ya. Walter Wong's got it. Right? Yep. Good job, Stephen. Yep. And also quarter point. Jones is not wrong. You got a good point. It hit the quarter point and it hit the did it hit the quarter point? Let me see. If you're counting 40, perhaps. If you're counting 40 is a quarter point, yeah. More importantly, profit taking, right? People have been waiting for this move, scalpers especially, right? Scalpers have been waiting for this move, like me. It happened, right? The hour closed. Let's take some profit. Let's take some profit off the table. Maybe not all the profit like I did. Maybe not all the profit. The profit that I still have is up 12 pips still. But the hour candle closed, so they took some profit in the event that this comes all the way against them. Other than this breaking through here and breaking the zone and going up, breaking the trend line and everything, it's still bearish, right? So this could continue going down. But in the meantime, professional traders took profit because that's what we do, take profit. We take profit. We did this once already. Let's take a look at it again. Where? I'm thinking here. I'm thinking here. Then we'll get an ABC, right? Then maybe we'll get, and the beginning of the break of the trend line and perhaps the head and shoulders we were looking at before. Not sure if that head and shoulders is going to complete. If you want to understand everything that I just did there, again, join our academy. We got some good stuff. Yeah, we take profit, we don't give it. That was a nice little move, right? We expected, anticipated that. And so let me start breaking that down for those who were here or those who just joined us. We saw price was dropping. It reached this area, this zone here that previously was resistance, right? It was testing it as support. It hadn't, look guys, since it left here, it hadn't been back here. So it was testing it to see if it was now support, and support failed. We know that support failed when that 4-hour candle closed below. When that initial first 4-hour candle closed below, we know support failed. Now the next candle is making a wick at the top. And after observing price action at the lower time frames, looked like a bearish flag. Okay, that looks like a bearish flag. Then after watching it for a little while, realize, okay, This is breaking that. This is breaking. So let's put a stop loss right there, real tight, right at the wick. And yeah, that's what happened. We took partial profits. We expect that this is going to still break through. This is the original take profit. We took partial profits as it was coming because the hour candle was closing. Yeah, I think this will break through and perhaps keep going down. I'm going to be here till about 9:30, and I want to see the open of the stock exchange to see how it affects gold, and then we're going to shut it down for the rest of the morning. Go do all the other stuff we got to do. Yeah, very good, Paper Chase. Oh, I'll back up 20 pips, 21 pips. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Once this breaks, let me see how I do this. Yeah, once this breaks below and continues going down, I will my stop loss right above that wick. Right above that wick right there. Once it breaks the lows. It wants to really bad. Connor, right now I'm looking at trading New York for about 6 months to a year. And that's really just to establish the habit. That's how long it takes to really cement a habit. You can establish a habit in about 30 days. But to really make a habit stick, 6 months to a year. Once you have done it for that long, it's pretty much cemented. 21 pips, 21 pipage. Come on, break that low. Low, how low can we go? Yeah, this 9-hour candle should be as long at least as the 8 a.m. candle. 23 pips. Let's go. Appreciate that, Connor. Appreciate the support. Tell everybody about it. Tell your friends about it. Tell them come trade with us. Tell them come and learn how to trade and make money like you are. I'm not the only alternative for New York live trading, but hopefully I'm providing content that's valuable. That's all that matters. Around 6:30 a.m., Jay. Still trying to break this low. Once it breaks this low for real, it'll run. Just trying. You're gonna see a burst here in just a minute. Where's the 15-minute candle? They're already closed. 15-minute candle close. I'm gonna put my stop loss right above that wick. Okay, there you go. How do I do this here? Let me see. Be something like this. I mean, obviously I can't lose, can't put it any lower. But yeah, I put it on that wick now. It should respect that 15-minute. It should respect it. If it doesn't respect it, let it take us out. Well, I'm glad you think it's fire, babes. Sure try to give, we prepare pretty good for those Monday nights. I mean, I do. Monday nights, Jay does Tuesdays, Joe does Thursdays. For those of you who don't know, again, we've got 5 classes a week at TTA. 5 classes a week? Who does that, man? No, Walter, no. I might look at a 5-minute candle on gold sometimes. 5-minute candle will fake you out a lot. The only thing that you see here, in the 5-minute right now is another bearish flag, right? A tiny minute bearish flag that broke. So maybe that gives you confirmation if you want, but 5 minutes, nah. 15-minute is my bare minimum. 30-minute is pretty strong. 1 hour is much stronger, and the 4-hour, in this case, it was a 4-hour that convinced me to go in. It was a 4-hour momentum when it was still green. Is what sold me about the sell. Figure once this thing turns red, if this thing turns red, we're going. If it doesn't turn red, then the stop loss was right there. 22 pivots. Still waiting for that real impulse of the 9 a.m. candle to go. You're welcome, buddy. 12 minutes to the open of the market. The New York Stock Exchange. Hey, Hannah. Yeah, we were just talking about it. This whole month I'll be here Monday through Friday. There it goes. 24 pivots. I'll be here every day of the week except for Wednesdays. Okay. Tomorrow is NFP. I am tempted to sleep. I am very tempted to just sleep. But again, I'm working on a new habit. So I'll be here tomorrow morning. 25, 26 pips. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Where is the other pivot? It's lower than my take profit, isn't it? Way down here. Basically at the bottom of this move over here. Boom, boom. $25 pips, 24 pips right now. I guess I hit like 26 pips or something like that. Crazy. If this turns green, it'll be the end of the downward movement for now. It may consolidate for a little longer. Boom, boom, boom. Nine minutes to the 9:30 candle. So Joe's trade from last night is still paying out. Was it this break right here, right? It was still break here of that trend line. Very nice. Excuse me. What's going on with GU? So that was a nice GA. I'm thinking again, GA is going to be my third wheel, my spare tire, especially on news days. Eight minutes. That's going to be my. It's going to be my out. So far, the 9 a.m. candle has failed to have a continuation on the move, just barely moved. Excuse me. Josh, did you take your money? Did you take your money on gold? ¿Qué me dice? ¿Qué me dice? No me dice nada. Excuse me. Okay. 6 minutes or less. Less than 6 minutes. Let's see if this resolves before the 9:30 candle. Okay, good job, Josh. Very good. Okay. Right? That's how I did it. That's exactly how I did it. Took a big chunk of my profit out, and then whatever happens, happens. The profit, what I still have in there has 25 pips right now. And it should hit 35 pips for TP and perhaps even keep going further down. Still getting used to this morning. Less than 5 minutes left on that. To the 9:30 candle, 26 pips. Don't you love it when your MT4 turns green? MT4 turns green, it means you're 10 pips away from TP. Still battling though. 4 minutes, less than 4 minutes. Oh yeah, Josh, you're getting that bounce again. You're getting that bounce. Wow, ¿qué pasó? ¿Por qué me está dando sueño de nuevo? Because I made my money is telling me you need to take a nap. Have a great day, Andres. Get some, get some sleep, get some rest. Have a great day tomorrow. Take care, Jones. Glad you got value out of it. No, I chose my TP by the structure. Looking left. Well, let me mark it. Hold on. So I got my TP about there. Looking left. See the reaction at this line? Rejection, 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 jump up, rejection, bounce above. This is an important line right here. I mean, all of this could be TP. Anywhere in here could be TP. I just put it there. So that's an important price point. So TP there is all right. Now, if it breaks that, it should come down here. Where is pivot 2? I mean, support 2. Yeah. Josh is getting another bounce. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Josh is saying, that this bounce from here, right, went up, and then this came down to pick up some more orders that left behind to keep going up. Let's see. Do you think he's going to keep consolidating? I think so. Good job, Mr. Diplomat. Sí, cierto, es que la gran noticia viene mañana. The big news that moves gold is coming tomorrow, not today. So these are all levels, but I think I'll remove this now, right? We got the bounce where it was going to bounce. Oh, that's the 930. That's 930. Let's see what the 930 does. Or maybe it went up to get those orders it left behind. Ya veremos. Ok, vamos a ver. 30-minute candle, respect it. I mean, this candle needs to respect this wick, right? $15-minute, weak. Okay, let's see. I'll give it about 10 minutes and then shut it down. Oh, there it goes. Let's go gold. Yeah, so right now it went back up to get orders. If it wicks here back up, then the opposite is true. 25 pips tengo aquí que me están esperando. GU is making a move up. Okay, JGA, let's do it. This is it right here. Make your move. Make your move. GU going for the highs. GU going for the highs. It should break it now. It should break it now. And if it does break it going up, then probably GA will continue going down. Ya se me está acabando el tiempo y la paciencia. Boom. There you go. Now it's making its definitive move. I guess what it is you just need to be more patient. I need to be more patient in the New York than in the London. The London seems to resolve a lot faster. These candle openings, like again, in this case, we got the New York open. That was let me see, where's my hour candle? Yeah, the 8 candle now for 3 or 4 days in a row has made a move. The non-EM candle usually makes a continuation move, which is doing now. But it just takes a little bit of time for it to really start going. Somebody's telling me GJ is flying. I believe you. Well, it's trying to fly. It's just now breaking the highs now. What were we in over here? GA is what we were in, right? Yeah. If you're looking at it on the 5-minute time frame, then that looks like it's flying. It's not quite flying. Trying to confirm what I've been learning about 8 a.m. and the 9 a.m. candle. If I get that, then I'm going to develop a more precise strategy for New York. $38.80 for Joel. $38.80. Boy, you're ambitious. But we knew that already. $38.80 for Joel. Basically, yeah. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing there, buddy. I see what you're doing. Okay. You're turning into a swing trader, Joe. GA is having a hard time coming down from this little area here. I believe I'm still here. I'm hanging out with you guys. Just want to see the resolution of this 9 a.m. candle. Learn something. I guess my music reached its max. Yeah. I put a 4 hour. No, it's not 4 hours. It's almost 3 hours. Music track, and I ate up all through it. I didn't think I would. Well, I'm losing pippages. I don't appreciate losing pippages. It's non-copyrighted music that I find on YouTube, so they don't give me a hassle about content. Yeah, I like smooth sounding music when I'm trading. There is a relationship between learning and music, by the way. I discovered when I was young that if I was studying math, music, and not this kind of music, it was more lively music, really helped me understand and get it. And so I always studied math, algebra, calculus, and whatever with music. And it really helped me. You know, it's a pretty good day when you are at 20 pips profit and you're not happy with the fact that prices come back your way. That's a good day. That's a good day. Yeah, I appreciate the music. It just kind of eats up some of the dead space, right? Because I'm not a person to always be talking. You know, you gotta, those who know me know, I don't usually hang around with people who talk a lot all the time. If you talk a lot all the time, sooner or later, you're going to say ignorant, stupid things. The Bible equates to someone who talks and talks and talks to a fool. I don't want to be a fool. If you're talking, you're not learning anything. Because if you're talking, you're only repeating what you already know. Better to listen and ask questions. Let somebody else talk, and then you can learn something. You can learn how to help that person. You can learn what they know. What they know can help you. Ask questions. And then when you have something to report, yeah, contribute. But don't be too quick to talk, especially in a meeting. Let other people talk first. Gather their knowledge, gather their information. The more they talk, the more you're tweaking what you are going to say. The better you can say it. Okay, it's gonna take me out, gal. It's gonna take me out. It's gonna take me out. Oh, look at GU. Go, GU, go. That must be on the strength of GBP. It'll take me out at 10 tip profit. I mean, I already made what, 22 on the first run. Yeah, it's breaking the wick. Get some rest, Stefan. So you change your name. That way we can say it better. Get some rest. Yeah, I'm shutting it down here in a minute. But we got 18 minutes to the 9 a.m. candle close. Yeah, my GA, what's left of my GA is barely holding. I gotta move my stop loss into profit. Boom, took me out. That's done. Good trade. That was a good trade. We held it to see if it would hit TP, but we took profit along the way. And so we ended up good. Yeah, GBP. Yeah, yep. GBP must be strong, right? When you see that kind of move, must be strong. By the way, this is not to say that this won't drop again if you just come and test right there and then drop. But we made our money. Okay, let me see. Let me see the hour candle. Yeah. So from the setup from last night, it's up 11 pips. We still don't have a break, do we? We had attempted breaks, but we don't have a break. This from the setup from last night. This is the first attempt this is the real attempt. Well, this was the first attempt to break out, but this is the one that may actually break out, but it still hasn't broken out. Yeah, I got 16 minutes. I just want to see the close of the 9 a.m. candle. Learning something here. Bye-bye, GU. See you later. Good job, Abes. Well, gold is not really falling, is it? Gold is not really falling. Gold is consolidating. Gotta look at the higher time frames. Yeah. This is falling hard. This is the 1 hour. This is the 1 hour gold. Gold is not falling. Gold is just consolidating. You on the GU, Josh? Yeah, it's nice. 22 pips. made our money on, yeah. So, yeah, did a double top, but double bottom to bounce, but then kind of faked out. Yeah, it could just be testing this to bounce, but it could also break through. So again, gold dropped a little bit, but it's not really dropping. Consolidate. GU is going up, the Dixie is falling. If the Dixie continues to fall, then gold obviously will start making a move up. Yeah, that's what we wanted to see. We want to see the reaction. I want to see the reaction of these candles, right? I want to see the reaction of these candles with the 9 a.m. candle, which is the 8th, the 9:30, the open of the stock exchange. I want to see how these candles react. I'm learning this, right? I know New York. I mean, I know London. I don't know New York. I'm learning it. So this is good to see. Get a better understanding of all this. Got 12 minutes. I just want to see the close of that candle. Yeah, Josh, gold came back down to take your order to go back up. Yeah. So those of you watching the DXY, right, the Dixie, could have taken advantage of that so that you could have entered into a buy. As it broke maybe as it broke above this area right here for this buy. Or now as it's breaking these other ones as it goes up. So something we learned here is that the open of the stock exchange affected more, and obviously it would, gold and GU than GA. I would have anticipated GA to keep going down, but it didn't, or it hasn't. Doesn't mean it won't, but it hasn't. 10 more minutes and then we're gonna wrap it up, guys. London opens at 3 a.m. Eastern. Diplomat. London opens at 3 a.m. Eastern, but between 1:30 and 3 a.m. there's a pre-London move. And then the real move happens between 3 and 4:30 a.m. for London, the volume from the London Open. That's when the banks open in London, 3 a.m. Eastern. So it looks like GU is finally going to break out. Look for this. Or this. And the best way to see that is to wait for the candles to close. Okay. Or you gotta let You gotta let the next candle show you what's really happening. If you didn't take the impulse move like Josh did, and if you took the impulse move as Josh did, remember that there's a retest coming. Okay? The retest could fail, the retest could be successful. But the point is, if you take an impulse breakout, you want to hang out to see if price come all the way back down here, it's up to you. That's a good observation, Josh. He's saying Dixie started falling at 8:45 and GU reacted at 9:15, 30 minutes later. And GA did his last kiss. At 9:15 also. GA did his last kiss at 9:15 and started going the other way. Yeah, the GBP pairs are moving now on the strength of GBP. Or GU, 1H divergence. I don't see it. Oh, in the 1 hour. I don't see it. This is moving up as this is moving up. Beautiful move on GU. Explosive. And it gave us a chance to get in, right? It gave us a chance. So I put the trend line, right? Put the trend line. Figured this is creating a bullish flag. Bullish flag, bounce from support. The support it had created, which we had seen before. We had seen the support at 9 o'clock and the 9:30 candle took off. Okay. So we had a chance to get in that. And Josh took advantage of it. I'm content with my win today. And I'll be happy with that. On an FP week, that's a good day. 5 more minutes for the 9 o'clock candle to close. God bless you, Connor. Take care, buddy. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm glad you profited. If you did well today or you got value from it, please do leave a comment on the video. Also like it. And if you are not subscribed, then please join me in this journey. More will be coming. And as far as social media, Rivera Trading Group is my Instagram. I have it also on Facebook, but I'm not really doing anything with that. Can't really follow all that. When I hire somebody to take care of all that, then I'll get them to do all that, but I'm not doing it. I find Instagram is pretty easy to update and stuff, so, you know. Good job, Walter. Thank you, Diplomat. And good observation, Josh. Josh is saying how on the daily, the Dixie is entering an important part. And yeah, I think we had saw that when I took a look at it earlier. Yeah, right there. I marked it up. That's the daily. So yeah, if you're looking at the Dixie, likely bounce from there, which means gold will come down. Oh, but that wick, brother. Woo. But that wick. We'll see. But an hour left to go. This is the break you want to see. I wouldn't take any buys on the Dixie until it broke through here. And if you're looking at sells for gold, I wouldn't take any sales until that baby broke. If you're looking at correlation, that's just me. You know, nice move, very solid move on GU. Okay, yeah, I'm done with GA for the day. GA was nice. Done with you, buddy. Look at the 4-hour gold. There's a 4-hour gold. 4-hour GU. Woohoo! All right. Qué bueno, Avi, me agrada de que hayas obtenido algunas ganancias en el día de hoy. Me alegro que estés con nosotros. Saludos a mi hermana Boricua. Saludos a toda mi gente por allá. Papi todavía vive en Utuado, mis tías en Humacao. Papi creo que está vendiendo la casa, though. I think he's done. I'm going to move over here now. That's the close of the 9 a.m. candle. Let me take a quick look at it. Let's look at the GA over here. Hey, maybe that will still continue going down. We'll see. Okay. I'll check this out later on to see where it ended up. See if this retested here or broke down. And see if this had its continuation, move the downside or moved up. When it comes to gold, the very likely scenario is its continued consolidation because of news tomorrow. Okay. Take a look at the bigger picture. We're just in consolidation, right? We're just in consolidation. That's all that's happening here. So when NFP opens, then we're gonna know. All right. And that's it. I hope that again you guys got value from today. I'm still trying to figure out timing, how to turn off my everything, my broadcast. But again, hope you guys got value from it. I'll be here tomorrow morning, same time around 6:30 or so. check what the market is doing. Not very likely to trade because of NFP. Perhaps after NFP makes his move, then maybe, but I'm not going to recommend that anybody trade it, okay? It's too dangerous, especially since we have a lot of new traders. Sí, muy bien, Josh. Nos vemos entonces la semana que viene. Nos vemos el lunes. Yeah, manos atadas is a good plan for tomorrow. Okay. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning. God bless you. Don't lose your profits. Don't overtrade. Bye-bye.